What's up, guys? This is Ocean Gang Channel here, introducing here.
Jose Lopez.
Oh, all right, bro. Listen, Mr. Lopez, what did you do today, bro?
I topped 4 on the Coolstuff regional this past weekend, and I did it with this deck list. Just before we come in, I want to shout out Steven for helping me cook this deck. You know, and all the practice with What's a Delio, Steven, Abed, you know,
all the
friends.
boys.
You're correct.
Gotcha. All right, bro. Let's get to the deck profile, bro.
All right. First, starting the deck, we got the Horus engine, which is the spice of the deck. We got triple Mseti, dual Matap, Happy, and then triple Kingster.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this engine is pretty good for like breaking boards, also establishing boards. If I can do a setup with like King Sark and all my Horus names in the grave, they don't OTK. I'm pretty much OTKing them back because it's a lot. They're big monsters.
They're big beaters,
yeah, and they cannot just beat over them or like, because I have Kingstar, which also deals with like Chaos Angel,
removals,
stuff like that.
Awesome,
Correct.
awesome.
Besides that, we got Cash Engine, triple Unicorn, triple Fender, 1 Birth, and double Planet. Again, board breaker cards. So Unicorn against like Malice or like going first. Unicorn is insane. Just rip whatever the one-offs they have in the extra deck. And then Fenders by himself is a board breaker against like pretty much any deck. Just against Malice, against Raiju, anything.
Puts the pressure.
Correct.
Okay.
As soon as they summon that, people start getting scared. It's like, god damn. Everyone's favorite engine already. Some people hate it, but I love it. This is one of my favorite engines, blah blah. As long as I've been playing the game. Fiendsmith engine. So you got triple Engraver, double Lacrima, the Lurie, double Tracked, and the Paradise. Pretty standard to the Fiendsmith engine there.
Got it.
Last engine I play in the deck, Bystial engine. So 1 of each name and double Luvelion. So Bystials are pretty good right now because they facilitate a lot of push in the end boards as well as interruption on my opponent's turn with the extra deck banish or like Jerusalem out anything, and also the Chaos Angel with Lacrima, as well as regain is pretty good. This deck is made to grind a lot so that I can just out-grind people and then just beat them pretty much.
Gotcha.
Also, I'm always drawing off Necroquip in this deck. I play Lubellion, I play Mseti, I play Kingsar. If it dumps a monster, also counts.
So discard the cards to get the extra draw.
Correct. I'm always getting that extra draw.
Awesome.
And then for my non-engine, I play triple Fuwalos, triple Drow, triple Ash, double Talents, and a Call Bite to round it off. These hand traps, Fuwalos and Drow do conflict, but like the amount of times that you're resolving your Fuwalos is pretty low considering there's like a Call by, Cross Out, Ash, everything. So then if they use that on Fuwalos and you drew the Drow, it's not gonna be dead. Or like if you do draw off Fuwalos, you can just keep the Drow for their next turn. Because most likely they're not gonna kill you in one turn.
Right, because the Fuwalos kind of like puts them into a situation where they don't make a good end board.
So this deck is especially like broken against like half end boards because I can just push and even OTK sometimes. So just like Fender and just
and the big bodies.
Correct, and the big bodies from the Horus engine extra deck. We got Fiendsmith extra deck, double Requiem, Moon, and then the Link 3 with Desiree, big body, swing over anything, and then honorary Fiendsmith cards, Necroquip, always drawing off of this, Zezer, and the Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel is still hard to out. There's a lot of outs nowadays, but people get still surprised. I can at least have stalled at least for like a couple of games with this card. Stall a turn, they cannot get over it. I could win in the crackback.
Gotcha.
So generic, I got SP, Typhon, Lizardos. So this card lets me again draw, and then I can clear my own board. So if they nib me and get an extra extension, and I got a cash monster in my hand, I can actually banish, clear my field, draw, and then I can summon that cash monster. So I'm always in my turns. I'm always drawing like a bunch of cards, like at least 2 or 3 cards every time. With the Mseti, with the if I draw the Talents, this, of that. And last but not least, in my extra, the rank 8 engine, or the rank 8s. So Vampire, Hope, and Coach King for burn. This I might consider cutting, but then I remember, you know, it comes up in time. So never want to be in those positions where it's time and you don't have anything. So this card is there for that. Hope, if I make a end board with Desiree, it's also one more negate, so I don't get punished by talents if I negate something else with Desiree.
Gotcha.
Then Vampire, I'm always summoning this if I have access. I see what my opponent is playing, and at worst, it's an SP Little Knight. At best, I can see any of the other engines I have in my deck. So I do play like 4 engines.
I do.
For my extra deck, or side deck, sorry. Hate Against Madness. Triple Lancia, double Chaos Sunner. Considering cutting these and putting Meows, I'm still thinking about it because this does block my field. I play the Bystials that also block my field, but there's one more card that blocks my field, even though it stops them. So I'm thinking about it, what I should do regarding that. Triple Perulia, broken against a lot of decks, especially like Raizio, like not Malice, Mitsurugi, any of those decks that summon from hand. And I got double Lightning Storm, Harpies, against Blue Eyes and against pretty much any deck, because if Raizio doesn't have a back row or Malice doesn't have a back row, they're not really that strong. So breaking their back row is pretty good. And for my last 2 cards, double D-Barrier and double Solemn. My deck doesn't really put a lot of Omnis, so you do need to play the Solemn here. And the D-Barriers against Raizio or like Ritual, whatever. Just covers a lot of grounds.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And was there any change you would have made?
Not that I think. It was a pretty good list. Last minute, I added the 3rd King Sark. I was playing 42, and I put it to 45, and I think that was the right choice. You know, a lot of tweaks made from when I started playing it to where it is now, but it's giving out the results that I wanted, so I'm happy for that.
Well, listen, bro, congratulations on making a top 4. You definitely deserve it. Definitely our upcoming duelist. I'm proud to see that. Again, representing yourself at a big regional like Coolstuff Hollywood. It's not an easy regional, so I'm glad that you definitely did that, especially with a fun deck. It's just, what, 4 engines slapped together?
Yeah, it's pretty much, a lot of people call it, and then I also call it a pile of good cards.
It is a pile.
Yeah, it's a pile of good cards, and that's it.
All right. Well, before I do let you go, any other future shout-outs that you want to make?
Well, again, I said shout out to Wesley, new up and coming store. You know, there's gonna be good things in the future from there. You know, and everybody that believed in me. Shout out to my girlfriend.
Awesome.
And everybody.
All right, bro. Thanks again, bro.
Of course.